Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here with a review of the Moontop 9916. Now the 9916, if you look at it, it is, and it appears to be, a low-cost clone of the Syma X11C. This is Moontop's answer to the X11C. Now, it comes with, there's different versions of this available. This one here does not have a camera, but there is a camera version in both 0.3 megapixel and 2 megapixel. Myself, I don't really prefer to fly a micro quadcopter with a camera. They just get to be too jiggly in the air to give you good steady video. I like the micro quadcopters primarily for just sport flying, and that's what I'm here to do today. We're out here in the desert, and I just want to demonstrate its flight capabilities of the Moontop 9916. Now when I say low cost clone, this one is available I believe for $22 with free shipping, and there's a 0.3 megapixel, I believe it's $8 more, and a 2 megapixel camera version, which is $12 more, so I guess that's $32, I believe, for the camera version of the Moontop. So if you're into camera micro quadcopters, there are camera versions available. But let's go right into a flight, demonstrate its flight capability. Again, now the X11C is an excellent beginner's quadcopter, and I did some initial flights of this last night, and so is this. Now we got quite a bit of breeze coming from my right here, but we're going to start off. Okay, we're going to start off in beginner mode. See if we can fight the breeze. Yeah, we're going to have to go to intermediate. That breeze is picking up too. We're going to go to expert, just to bring it in close. Now this has a prop guard on it, and this is mainly intended for indoor flying, and it does indoor flying very well, but it also can do outdoor flying if you set it to expert on a windy day like today. That's the wind, folks. That wind is picking up big time. Okay, I want to see the flip. Just when there wasn't any wind here for the past 20 minutes, I just flew by V666, and then all of a sudden this wind picks up. But it can fight it. Might as well demonstrate it fighting the wind. And it can do flips. But again, it's a very stable flyer when there's not wind. God, where'd that wind come from? I'm probably going to do this video over again. But let's just do it just in case I get some good video from this. Let's send it way upwind. Upwind. That's its flips. Again, this is a beginner's quadcopter, intended for beginners. We're not talking about a super agile quadcopter like the Voodoo quadcopter. What is that? The 3015? I forget the number of that. But this one here, nice and docile, but the wind can take it away if you're not careful, so I recommend flying it on less windy days. That wind is picking up. Even too much for this little quad. Let's get some thumbnails of this. I'm going to do some additional flying of this on a less windy day. Come into the wind. Come into the wind. Get my thumbnails here. And what happens if I'm pushing forward on the stick and I press that flip button? Nothing. You got to let go of the stick to activate the flip. But nice docile, very docile. I'll do more videos of this on a less windy day. Too bad this wind picked up. Good thing I got my V666 video out of the way before this wind picked up. Now let's set it upwind, and I'm just going to hover it and let the wind bring it back. This is its yaw rate in the wind. Good yaw rate, by the way, as you can see there. So it is a good indoor flyer with that yaw rate. Does the yaw rate change in in beginner. Let's send it upwind again, if I can get it to go upwind again. And we'll adjust the mode to beginner. See if the yaw rate slows down. This is the yaw rate in beginner. Intermediate, yeah, it speeds up when you go, and that's expert. So yeah, the yaw rate does change. It has a real good yaw rate if you look at that. So the yaw rate does change based on beginner, intermediate, and expert. Moontop 9916. It's $22. So, you know, I think the X11C is going for, or the X11 is going for 26, I believe. So this is a good competitor to the X11. The X11 fights the wind just about the same as this, so comparing them to both of them in this wind, I'm sure you can hear that wind because my Mobius microphone on my Mobius is not wind shielded. So, and here you can see the wind. This is the wind sending it back. Well, I guess I did demonstrate you can fly it in the wind. Just don't expect it to fly too well in the wind. Beautiful day out here today. That wind feels very well, or very good. Nice and cool. We'll fly it until the battery dies to see what type of battery life you can expect from this quadcopter. Okay, I'm going to try to fly intermediate now. Got to go to expert. Here comes that wind again. The wind calms down, and then in there it goes picking up again. Breezy day flyer. Breezy day flying. Well, that'd be a nice thumbnail. Those clouds off in the distance. Let's bring it in closer. Wonder if it's showing up on my Mobius. Let's send it more upwind. There goes the wind again. Boy, that's a long flight time. And there it is. That's it. That's how much flight time you get out of this. The Moontop 9916. See, I write this stuff so I don't forget it. Interesting little quadcopter. Again, this is the Moontop's answer to the Syma X11C low-cost answer. It feels real well built, by the way. This plastic feels pretty sturdy. It's a good-looking quadcopter. It has geared wheels or geared propellers, just like the X11C. So, you know, there could be some issues there about gunk getting in there, but the good thing is the gears are up high, hopefully to avoid dirt getting into them. So this is Quadcopter 101. Moontop 9916. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Quadcopter 101 signing out.